Dragon's Heir. In the kingdom of Varelia, dragons had not been seen in over a century. They were creatures of myth and ruin, lane of the scars and mountains, and the death zones of the forest, where nothing dared grow. The last known dragon died in the Green Culling, at least, that's what the royal chronicles claimed, but Raya had never put much faith in the old chronicles. Raised in the windswept reaches of the Ashfall Islands and orphaned before she could even say her surname, she had always felt a strange feeling whenever a storm came rolling over the mountains. A feeling that had no name. On the eve of her 13th birthday, when lightning split the sky, Raya found a scroll tucked inside an old trunk of hers. The scroll was addressed to her. To the last heir of fire, when the sky turns to flame, and the stars vanish from the east, find the warm heart spire. There the truth will burn away the lies. Terrified, yet drawn by an undeniable pull, she packed her few belongings and set out on a journey towards the Wormheart Spire. Chapter 2. The Road to the Spire. The journey was long and fraught with danger. Raya crossed lands scarred by ancient wars and haunted by creatures that once had been kept at bay by the power of dragons. Along the way she met Miros, a grizzled rouge who claimed to know the last of the Dragon King. Even though his intentions were unclear, he guided Raya, knowing she was tied to something greater. Through thick forests, and across wild rivers, and over mountains, Raya learned of the old magics and of the world's hidden truths. The Wormheart Spire had not always been a desolate place in the past. It was first a place where dragons and humans lived together with harmony. But after the fall of the last Dragon King, everything was shattered. Every night, Raya felt something in her. Something fierce, something alive. Her dreams become filled with visions of great wings soaring in the sky, fire that could level mountains, and a dragon's roar that echoed in her mind itself. Chapter 3. The Real Truth. When Raya finally reached the spire, she was disappointed to see the door blocked. Luckily she found a cave. But just then she realized Miros was no longer with her. Suddenly, Miros' voice echoed in the forest.
Raya, I can't come with you any longer. This is your mission, not mine.
Raya didn't know what to do. But suddenly she felt a pull, a really strong pull. She started walking all by herself towards the cave. She knew something awaited her when she was in the cave. She saw a light at the end of the cave. When she finally came near the light, she saw a shadow over there. She ran toward the shadow, but it was gone. But something else awaited her. A forest filled with trees, birds chirping in the sky. Raya knew it was not a normal forest, it was a forest filled with hope and magic. Raya, now dying of thirst, saw a little stream. She went towards it and drank some water. Just as she was done drinking, she heard footsteps behind her. She turned around and saw big, ugly trolls. The troll, who was looking the biggest, smiled coldly.
Well, look who's here, the last heir of the dragon.
All of them begin to circle, slow and silent. Something about their presence made Raya's chest tighten. Not just fear, something older, an instinct, a memory not her own.
What do you want from me?
She asked.
You carry the blood of what we once banished. You are what should have died with the last of them.
You banished the dragons?
The dragons claimed balance, we saw only domination. So, we burned their nests, shattered their spires, and silenced their kings. The Green Culling, that was us.
The trees around them shuddered, as if remembering.
The Wormheart Cave was the last gate. We sealed it with dragonfire and cursed it with our blood. But you, little storm child, you reopened it.
Chapter 4. The Exiles Return. Suddenly, the wind rose, leaves swirled upward into a vortex of golden light. A roar, deep, angry, wounded, echoed through the forest, causing birds to flee. The trolls ran in the shadows, snarling. Suddenly a voice filled the air. Ancient. Cold. But full of truth.
No more of your lies.
Suddenly, a portal opened behind Raya, and out flied a dragon shouting.
The heir is chosen. The old war begins anew.
The end.